I'm Sandy, and today I want to share with you some of my recent makes and a few plans that I have in the coming month. I've been doing an awful lot of work lately for Minerva, and so we have a lot of projects that have work around some of their fabrics. But I want you to be assured that everything that you need will be in the link below. There'll be a link to a web page, and that will list all the fabrics, all the patterns, anything you could possibly need to do any of these projects. Most of them, like I said, are through Minerva because they seem to be something that I've been working an awful lot on lately, which is kind of great. I love their stuff. So the first thing I wanted to mention is this top that I'm wearing. This is an old Vogue pattern. It's Vogue 9305, and I just love this top. It's got this split. It's got a little split in the front, and I wear it all the time. This is a really light gauze that's from Elliot Berman in New York, and I love it. And the pants pattern on here, if you're ever looking for a really good pants pattern, this pants pattern is terrific. It's got a flat front and an elastic in the back, and anyone that's listened to me talk about making pants before knows that I absolutely love this pattern. So what we're going to talk about first is a Megan Nielsen Dove blouse pattern. I have two of them here. I made this one for Minerva, and this was my practice garment. So this is a V-neck top. I made this out of something that I had in my stash. It's been there forever. It's very sheer, so I have to wear a tank top underneath it. But this has a small bell. It's got a very severe V-neck, and then a seam down the front, which gives you the option of making a really good V-neck. The best way to make a V-neck is to have a seam down the front and facing. For the sheer, I just serged and turned the edges because I didn't want a big wide facing going down there. But on this one, isn't this fabric fabulous? This is a Liberty of London, and it is on the Minerva website. How cute is this? And there's actually a project from Minerva coming up on this, but I will put the information down below, and as soon as the project becomes available, I will also add that link to it, but that might not be for a while. So this has this super huge bell, which looks really cute, and I'll put a photo at the end here. And again, this really severe V-neck, and this is a cotton, so it works, it's a cotton lawn, so it works up really well with a facing and a really good interfacing on there. And then it's got a hemband, which is kind of cute. We don't see those very often. It's a really nice technique to finish off the hem. So this is really cute. I love this. And again, I'll put a photo up, and all the information will be in the download below. So we do a quick change and see what we have up next. Next up is the Ebony Tee from Closet Case Patterns. I made two versions, both for projects for Minerva. This is the swing top with, it's got raglan sleeves, and this fabric, isn't it adorable? It's this tropical knit jersey. So this is super comfy. Looks great with a pair of leggings. Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And this is the dress version. So it's the long sleeve dress version. It's got traditional sleeves. It's fairly long, and you'll see in the photo, but it's made from bamboo, knit bamboo. Oh my gosh, if you have never sewn with knit bamboo, you are absolutely gonna love this. This comes in like a million colors at Minerva. It's super soft to wear, and you can see how drapey it is. It looks absolutely beautiful in this pattern. And this pattern is so simple. It's got a little band with some twin needle stitching for the arms, and then for the hem, I mean, it goes up so fast. A flat laden sleeve and side seams. You can't get much faster than this, and with a pair of boots, and you are off and ready to go. It, like, you know, goes from a Zoom meeting to the shopping in no time flat. It's super cute. So I love this. I've worn it a couple of times. This is a great color for me, this teal. I'm gonna hug my Judy. Love my Judy. So yeah. Bamboo. If you haven't sewn with bamboo, you've got to give it a try. And the trick with this is to use a knit jersey needle. It's super important. It's really easy to stick it into your machine. And if you have a jersey stitch, this one I did not serge. I just used the knit stitch on my machine. So it's a triple stitch, and so it's stretchy. And I didn't use the serger on it. It's fabulous. It's not going to go anywhere. And then a twin needle finish on all the seams. But this neckline, if you haven't done a binding neckline, a self-binding neckline, you should give it a try. This is a super easy pattern. It's got some really good techniques for someone that's just learning how to sew with jersey. It's really important. Okay, next up, the Rio Ringer tee. Another really cute knit pattern that I've been working on. Again, this project, this green one, is for Minerva, is the True Bias Rio Ringer t-shirt and dress. Super cute, super adorable, very classic, right? There's this bottle green jersey. It's a fairly hefty weight jersey, and then this cream ribbing sets it off. It's straight. There's not a lot of detail to it. It's a t-shirt. It's made to be a t-shirt. This one is dress length. And this one's done with a zigzag stitch. So it's made for someone that doesn't have a serger. The techniques used on this are specifically for someone that can use their machine, their regular traditional sewing machine. So I used a stretch stitch on all of my seams, no serging. And then to apply the ribbing, you use a zigzag. Now, I happen to use a step zigzag on my machine because it has it, but a regular zigzag, will work. And even the hem has a zigzag on it. So it's perfect if you're a little nervous about using a twin needle, but you still want to work with knits, and it's super cute. Now, this version I made, this was a practice version. This is a slubby t-shirt material that I had in my stash, again, and it's got this applied band. I applied this with a straight stretch stitch. I did use a straight stretch stitch on this one, and then also on the sleeves instead of the zigzag. But it's also monochromatic. I used the same fabric for my ribbing. I just cut the knit on the bias. Not that it has a bias, it's knit, but I did cut it on the diagonals to give it a little extra stretch. But yeah, it's a cute little tee. This one has, I did a single hem stitch on it, so it totally did it on the machine, no serger, just to see how it would come out, because it's been a long time since I've made something that I didn't use the serger for, and I'm really happy with it. I mean, little t-shirts like this are great. You just throw a jacket on and, you know, you're good to go. Same thing with this dress. It looks adorable with a pair of flip-flops out for the summer because it's just right. But in the wintertime, with a jacket and a pair of tights and boots, super cute. So what we have next, we have two more, one from Closet Core and one from Greene Studio. All right, let's talk about this amazing coat from Greene Studio. It's the Yates coat, and this is a boucle wool from Minerva, and the lining is absolutely fabulous. Look at that, how wild is that, right? This coat, if you're looking for a tailor custom-made coat that isn't very fitted, it's very urban and stylish. It's got a double-breasted set of snaps in it. It has these invisible pockets here in the front, so there's actually a seam below the waist that the pockets slide into. Beautiful two-piece sleeves, absolutely gorgeous collar. I mean, this coat is amazing. There isn't a write-up on this coat yet, but I will put all of the information on the fabric in the details. Yeah, so cute, right? All right, so this is actually going to be a sew along up on Minerva, and once they get that going and ready, you'll be able to do this coat. There's a lot of work involved. There's a lot of interlining and lining and pressing and a lot of top stitching and very careful stylish details, tailoring that needs to be done with this coat, but a magnificent, absolutely magnificent coat. Pattern is gorgeous, goes together beautifully. All right, the next thing I have here, I'm just going to slide my little coat out of the way a little bit, some room. The next thing I have here is a Kaylee shirt mashup. I have a how-to on this. We added sleeves. So I took the Kaylee shirt from Closet Core Pattern, the traditional Kaylee shirt. I added sleeves. I used just the collar band. So I took the collar off, so we have just the stand-up collar. And then I added the 6-inch cuffs going the other way with the fabric. 3-button cuffs, because the sleeves are everything. So this was inspired by something that I had seen on the runway. It has a lot of really nice details, and of course the Kaylee shirt has a beautiful back. It has a yoke in the back. Right? If you haven't made one with a pleat, if you haven't made a Kaylee shirt, you have to. I think I've made, at least 8 or 10. I absolutely love them. So this one is a mashup. I added a sleeve, like I said, from another pattern, and I have a how-to on how to do that. And this is also a Minerva fabric, and you can find this fabric on their website and also the write-up on their website, and I'll put links to that below. So that's all the stuff that I've been working on, which is a lot. Been very, very, very busy sewing, so that's great. Absolutely love it. And I have a few projects that I'd like to share with you about what we have coming up. So I have 5 projects that I'm working on right now for this month that I want to get done. I'm sure there'll be others, but these are the ones that I'm definitely focused on for this month. One of them is a project that I've actually been working on, and I started to sew along with it, and I want to finish it. And that is this McCall's 8011. It's a little denim jacket. It's super cute, and I'm about 2/3 of the way through it. And here is the fabric. Isn't that wild? So it's almost like a blanket print, south of the border blanket print. That's the back. So we're going to make a little short denim jacket out of that. So I'm about 2/3 of the way through, and I have a sew along going on with that, so we'll have that finished probably very soon. There's another project that I've had on my docket for quite a while, and I got to be summer. I was going to make it last winter, and I got to be summer, and I didn't get it done. And it's McCall's 8022, and it's this really cute little sweatshirt dress. And I have this yummy fleece-backed stretch fuchsia knit. So it's going to be fuchsia on one side, but you'll see the fleece with the rollover. I might even try to make it reversible. I haven't figured that out yet. But this is like soft and furry, so it's really nice. So we're going to do that. That's absolutely next on my docket. And then I've wanted one of those long, the long knit swing coats. And I like these Simplicity hacking patterns. This is 8307. 8377. And it's this long swing coat. So I'm going to make a long one. And I have this beautiful white cream, kind of an off-white knit from Minerva that I'm going to make the coat out of. Won't that be delicious, right? That will go with, it's the winter white, so it's perfect for the fall. And hopefully we're taking a cruise, so over in Europe. We'll see if that actually happens, and this is going to be exactly what I'm going to need, because it's going to be in October, so it could have some chilly nights. Hopefully during the day it will be fairly warm, but fingers crossed that will happen. The other project that I'm working on, and this one is a project for Minerva. This is the Teddy designer top from Style Arc, and I haven't made a Style Arc pattern in quite a while. And this is pretty interesting. I picked this pattern because it says it's a medium skill and it has some challenging aspects to it. So I like a pattern with a good challenge. And it's kind of interesting. These are the pattern instructions. That's it. It opens up like that. The rest of this is all pattern. This is how it came. So this is the front page with the drawings, and then these are the instructions. This is it. So you have to actually know what you're doing. Right? There's a couple of pieces here. You actually have to know what you're doing, because the instructions are just a read by. These are all of the photos included. Not a lot. So you really have to kind of have a sense of how you're going to put things together. So this is, I'm going to make the tunic version. the long version, and it's got short sleeves or like cap sleeves like this. So for the first one, I'm going to use this crepe. How cute is this, right? This is, it's actually got a little bit of stretch to it. I mean, it's a crepe, so it's a little stretchy. It's kind of old school crepe, right? But then in the background, it has a leopard print. So it's a floral with a leopard print. The thing about this pattern, very similar to the Dove blouse, it has a very sharp V-neck in the front, so there's a seam. So we have to cut these roses a little carefully because I want to make sure that I kind of get something that looks like there isn't a seam in the front. So I'm going to make the regular version with this, which I think is super pretty. Love that. And then if I like the way it comes out, I have this other really beautiful fabric from Minerva, and again, I'll put all these fabric numbers in the box below. This is like a snake print, right? Isn't that cool? So I think that would be really cute, but I'd like 3/4 sleeves. I'm thinking maybe pleather sleeves, and a pleather collar might be really interesting, and maybe a band around the bottom in pleather. I'm not too sure. I haven't decided yet, but I really, really like this. I think this is super, super cute. Yeah. And if the pleather idea doesn't work, I saw a photo with a split. This is really long, and it's got a split down here. So it's essentially the same blouse. It has these kind of short sleeves, but it's long, and it has a split down here, and I'll put a photo of this in also. So I might do that, or I might do the faux leather. I'm not sure which one. So that is 5 projects. We did 2, 4, 6, 8 done. Some of them were pretty hefty. That coat took quite a while because, like I said, there's a lot of tailoring details in it. The knit ones go up like snap. The Kaylee shirt, the striped Kaylee shirt, that took a while because there's, I was working with multiple patterns on that, and that took quite a bit of time. But yeah, I've been really, really busy, and I'm really looking forward to sewing a few more things. This is going to be great. And you know what? This actually looks really well with this cream. This will look beautiful. Yes. How about this one? Yep, that one too. So I think this cream jacket is going to be something I'm really going to enjoy and wear a lot of. And if I like it, I'll probably make one out of black or dark gray or some other nude. But until next time, happy sewing. Please subscribe to my channel, and you can certainly follow me on Instagram at Sewing with Sandy. And I will talk to you soon.